I remember once a parent telling me that one of their children had gone to a different school. And on the opening day of the school, they had the talk by the head of school who said, I guarantee you at this school there will be one teacher who will really know who your child is. At Hyde, I guarantee you every teacher will know who your child is. Every teacher will know at least something about your child's strengths, your child's challenges, your child's spirit, and something about your child's family.
We meet once a week and just talk about kids. How are the kids doing? We might talk about all the kids in the JV football team. We might talk about all the kids in the sophomore class. Go right down the list. How's this kid doing? What's going well for them? What doesn't seem to be going well for them? Maybe they broke up with a girlfriend, or maybe there's a problem at home, parents are getting divorced. And we know those things, and we're engaged in the kids' lives. We know what makes them tick.
You're constantly at Hyde interacting with kids. You may not have them in class. You may walk through the hall and within 7 seconds you've had an interaction about whether it was their soccer game the day before, or something you heard about them in a faculty meeting that you want to follow up with, or hallway banter, or the fact that you're sitting with them at the table at lunch, or they're in your dormitory at night.
Everybody teaches, everybody coaches, everybody's involved in performing arts. As a matter of fact, we expect our teachers to tackle something where they're not confident.
I think that one of the unique characteristics of the Hyde faculty is that they're really encouraged to share themselves with the students personally in their own growth and their own struggles. They're singing auditions right along with us.
Our faculty live on the campus. They live in the dormitories with our students. So they not only are teaching the student in the morning, they're going out to practice in the afternoon, and they're there in the dormitory at night.
I live in one of the dorms with my wife and my 2.5-year-old son and a 6-month-old son. And we have students that come over and who really have become a part of my kids' lives.
The teachers were like heavily involved in my life and like cared. I had a lot of teachers who were always checking in on me, who wanted to know what's going on in my life. They'd talk to me, they'd help me out, they'd listen, sometimes call my parents when it was necessary.
You can't really challenge students unless you really know them. And you can't really know them unless you know their family. And you know what are the dynamics in the family. What are the strengths in their parents? What are the challenges? What's going on?
I have a dorm parent who's 3 doors away, and then I have all the other teachers live within a 5-minute walk from my room. If I ever have a major issue, you could always go knock on their door and wake them up.
Especially in the case of my son, Michael, they seem to have a particular instinct as to what would work for him and what did not work for him. I would otherwise be so invested in him that I would be all over him. They have a particular skill that sometimes I, as a parent, don't know when to pull back.
There was a teacher who was there only my freshman year, and 4 years later, I'm graduating, and she shows up to my graduation. I'm there at the podium doing my speech. I see my family stand up, and I see this woman in the back stand up, and I realize it's Laura Derwin. I'm like, Derwin's here, like that, and I got like goosebumps like I'm getting right now.
I've been on a part of a phenomenal college athletic team. I went to a great college that was a really close-knit community. I had wonderful professors, but I've never run into a community with the level of concern and authenticity and honesty as the Hyde School community. I've never found a community that commits itself to one another like Hyde.